Hello everyone and welcome, my name is Andrew Can, together we can game. In the last episode we learned a lot about Desmond, and in this episode we are going to learn about our assassination target, so let's get started and let's eavesdrop. Let's sit on this bench as we were, and let us eavesdrop.
The last of it has been delivered.
Good. Make sure he also knows it wasn't easy arranging a shipment like this.
It's only wine. Some can be fickle in their faith.
Your holy book says something on the subject, I believe. Leave them that they may eat and enjoy themselves, and that hope may beguile them, for they will soon know. And never did we destroy a town that had a term made known.
What's that supposed to mean?
Never mind it. Be about your business.
As you wish.
We learned a little bit about the religions of the area as well in that statement. Learning a little bit about God, I'm terrible at Arabic and I apologize. But one thing I wanted to talk about is I've been playing Assassin's Creed 3 a lot lately. Mostly because there was a recent Steam sale which a lot of the Assassin's Creed games are on, and I may or may not have rebought the entire series on PC. Well, minus the first two. But anyway, I really have just been enjoying it. Assassin's Creed, like I mentioned, my favorite series. But let us get to this Informer before I continue that thought on my favorite series.
Hold a moment, Altair. I have a strange request, but perhaps you'll see fit to assist me. I know you seek the Merchant King's life, but there are others in this city just as cruel. Several shopkeepers in this district have taken to selling rotten meat. It's cheap for them to acquire, and they care little for the illness that it causes. Several children have already died as a result. We should not allow this injustice to continue. Would you be willing to put a stop to this?
And we have a new kind of mission. This one really doesn't further much of the actual like story, but it's just a general good thing. We really just, I mean, why? It's not right.
What is it?
So we are going to have to destroy. Never mind. I have to be anonymous. Oh no, never mind. I have to be anonymous when I go back to him. So we're going to destroy a few more. But one thing I want to talk about is, God, the combat has changed. That was that big point there. Compared to 3, Assassin's Creed 1, holy crap, has things changed. Like, it's changed dramatically, and I never really realized it. I guess I never realized it because, you know, when you're playing, you just don't... Like, I got so used to this combat, so it was really... I had to adjust again to get back to the old combat. Or, not the old one, but the new one. So I'm having a little bit of difficulty here, because I was playing on a different combat style, and God, it improves greatly, but that's all I wanted to mention on that. I'm trying to destroy this stand here. So now we can go back to the Informer. As he mentioned, they're selling dirty meat or bad meat just to make profit, not caring about the people in the district. This is the rich district, so money talks and speaks loudly. But let's talk to the Informer.
Thank you, brother. You've saved untold lives. In return for your kindness, I'll give you a bit of information you might find useful. I overheard 2 of the Merchant King's servants this morning. It seems they've left some scaffolding just outside his personal quarters. You could use it to reach him that much quicker.
And we now have a way to actually get there. As you can see, as always, off screen, I take the liberty of getting all the viewpoints, getting everything that needs to be done so I can do these. Now, you only need 3, but I do the 6 because I feel you get more of the story when you do all of them. And for, I guess, story 100%, you do get the full sync bar and you get more. Now, about Abu, I'm just gonna call him Abu, and if you think of Aladdin like me, I guess we're in similar minds, but Abu is Abu, I'm gonna do my best. Abu la not hard, I believe. I'm sorry, and again, Arabic not my cup of tea, not my first language I learned. I've never learned Arabic, so it's not my easiest language, but it actually means father of coins or father of money. So they call him the Merchant King. I always found that very fitting, just because his name in Arabic is actually Father of Coin.
Safety and peace.
You want information about the city, I suppose? Right now, I don't have time. I must find some flags which have been stolen from our cache in the rich district of Damascus. But with this heat, my legs cannot carry me anymore. Would you be kind enough to help me? Return with the flags, and I'll help you as best I can.
Alright, sorry about that little cut there. I actually had a fail of this, mostly because I could not find one of the flags. Even I don't know where everything is, but this gives me a chance to say, if you guys wish to race with me, post your times against me on Twitter, and just be a cool little experiment, I guess. I'm just kind of curious, you know, what your times are, and things like that, I don't know. Get you involved as well. So I don't know where one of these flags is, and it was actually very hurtful to me, because I don't know where it is, so hopefully I'll find it this time. Or hopefully I won't die in the process. It says it's down here, but, like, where? So I'm just gonna go this way. It seems like maybe this is the way I need to go. I went a different way last time. Just to try to find it, because like I said, I don't know where these are. I do play Assassin's Creed frequently, to be fair, but that doesn't mean I remember every little detail. I think we all have games where there's a section, yeah, we played it and we know it's coming, but it doesn't mean we know everything about it. So here we go. This is a better path than the first path I chose for sure. It makes a lot more sense. First time I just went this weird way and it ended up just not being correct at all. Okay. Okay, there they are. Got them all. Gonna need to be careful here. Don't want to get discovered. So, our final time is 1:18:27.
Rafik will be happy to see these flags returned. Perhaps this morsel of information will help you. I was invited by Abul to one of his lavish parties. I noticed the fountain in the middle of the Merchant King's palace could be easily climbed. Use this information wisely. Now, if you'd excuse me, I must go.
Alright, sorry for all these little cuts. I keep having issues for some reason. Computer just doesn't want to function today, so let us talk to the informer.
Altair, my friend, my brother. It's been such a long time. Any news of Ada since she left? No. How sad. I'm sure you'll find her someday. I've heard a feather is lying on top of Abul Nukud's head. Maybe I could help you, but I have a mission myself. I have 4 targets I must eliminate before noon. Let's cooperate, just like old times. 2 for you, 2 for me. They are Abul Nukud's personal guards. You will spot them in minutes.
Alright, so we have this mission. We're going to need to be very careful. We need to, like he said, for old time's sake, just eliminate our targets. So we're going to need to not draw too much attention for us. Doing my best here. There's 2 targets. He said he was going to take care of 2, so that leaves us with 2. One of the best ways to do this is to really optimize the use of your throwing knives. You don't want to be too low on the ground now. This one is in this building, so let us go in there. I want to really show there's a lot of different ways to assassinate people instead of just the traditional just kind of hidden blade and just hope you don't get spotted. There is a lot of variety to be had in the way you can do this. Now, obviously, there's only so many ways you can assassinate in the first game due to its limitations and whatnot. But don't let that stop your creativity. Don't let it stop what you normally do. Now that that target is taken care of, we're gonna quickly escape using the raptors. Alright. Did I say raptors? I mean rafters. I'm sorry. But please don't use raptors to escape. It is quite the mess. So now that they are taken care of, we can hear the sounds of the city kind of freaking out. Just rightly so as well. So let us make it our way back to the informant.
Come see what I
Wasn't that great? Just like in Alep, you remember? Here's something I found on one of the Merchant King's men. I think it's a map of where he has stationed his guards. I'm sure it will come in handy in your mission. Anytime you're in Damascus, come see me. You know my door is always open to you. Safety and peace, my friend.
As to you, brother. Now, we are going to pickpocket. We only have a couple more left before we get the main, get a boo, go for what we really are here for. Which brings me to a point, these next couple of episodes, they're going to be changing a lot. We're getting to a point where we don't need to really learn much more about the areas because we've already visited. One thing about Assassin's Creed 1 that is very important to know is it gets very repetitive after the first couple of missions. Doesn't mean it's any bad, it just means it is something you're going to have to actively think about. You're going to have to realize that you're going to be doing a lot of the same stuff multiple times. Now, I am showing it each time because for story purposes, you do learn different things about each of the men, and some men have more to say about them than the others.
It was good of you to come.
It is an honor to serve. What do you require?
The letter I've given you must be brought to Salahadin's camp. Seek out the one they call Hisham. He will be able to help, but tell no one else of this.
None will know my mission.
Then our business is concluded.
And no one needs to know of his mission. He is our target. He's going to be very actively watching. He's going to try not to draw too much attention to ourselves. We may notice he's wearing very fine robes, because this is the rich district. In fact, 90% of the people here have very nice clothing.
Be gone, pest.
He's noticed us, so we're going to need to be very careful here. Shit.
Damn it! Didn't I just say to be more careful?
So, here we go. And it's done. I really thought with that crate crashing that we would have failed that, but I'm pleasantly surprised. So, this is not the right way. Let us go through this. Going to charge through. Gonna probably activate the guards. No. Huh. Surprisingly. Usually when you make a lot of noise, the guards notice, but apparently today they were on break. God, I hate the crazy people. The two people I cannot stand in Assassin's Creed 1, the beggars and the insane. Scholars, you know, well, there's not really a lot of courtesans in the first Assassin's Creed. There's pot carriers, which actually don't bother me so much. A lot of people have had nightmares with them, but for me, I've never had an issue with them. I guess maybe I've been lucky. But let us listen to this man.
His own coin to see us fed and clothed. His men tend to the fires that we might be warm. His kindness knows no bounds.
Hearing a little bit about
Everything
this.
we have because of him. The Merchant King provides for one and all. He asks for nothing in return. Let his generosity serve as an example to us all. Everyone should strive to be as he.
And the informer there has given us a little bit about the Merchant King. We're going to need to quickly jump into this group. We can't make our way through. It's one of the first instances of where you have to use the scholars for your advantage, because scholars aren't highly utilized. I mean, besides a few blending things, I mean, in the first game, they really just try to get basic thoughts and principles out. And by the time you play the other games, you will really become grateful for what they did with this. However, Altair as a character, they didn't make him the most interesting. He kind of suffers because of it, and it's kind of sad to me. But let's beat the crap out of him.
I'll talk. I've no interest in dying for him. His coin's not worth my life.
A wise decision.
What is it you want?
I've business with the Merchant King.
Ha! Good luck with that. He rarely leaves his chambers.
Why? Is he afraid?
Not fear. Hate. He hates himself as much as he hates the people he pretends to serve. Locks himself away in his personal quarters out of shame.
He can't stay hidden forever.
No. Those celebrations of his. He comes out to speak, to look down upon the people. A sense of belonging, I suppose, however brief.
What's wrong with him that he would hide like this?
You'll see. Now let me go.
Let you go? So you can tell him of my plan?
I won't say a thing.
No, you won't.
Altair, being the cold man we know him and love him for. He's actually not very cold, he's just underdeveloped, I would say, is Altair's biggest son of a... Oh wait, the body. I thought I was in trouble. Ooh, flag, sorry. So I was in trouble, I was like, really? We lose the... Oh yeah, this is a restricted area. It's important to note that we did need the scholars for a reason. Alright, and we've entered the bureau. Let's talk to the Rafiq.
Peace be upon you, Altair. How may I serve you?
I've done as asked and learned all I need to know about my prey.
Then you must share your knowledge with me.
Abu Naqud is corrupt to the core and despised by his own citizens as a result. It appears he's been stealing money meant for the people of Damascus and spending it on himself. Even as we speak, he flaunts his greed, preparing for a lavish party. His guards and servants should have their hands full dealing with the guests. They won't even know I'm there.
Most impressive, my friend. The others said you'd make a mess of things, but not I. No, I was sure you'd come through, and come through you have. The Bureau is yours to do with as you please until you're ready to begin.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
And we're ready to fight Abu Naqud. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Abu is a very interesting man. As I said, some of the men we assassinate don't have that much about them. Abu is one of these instances. He is the Merchant King, and you know, he was one of the first actual enemies that they worked on in production when they were working on Assassin's Creed. He was the one they designed first. Not much can be said about the man. In fact, one of the random few things is he was actually referred to as a she-male. They originally were going to design Abu Naqud perhaps as a woman being the queen. However, they thought it might be a little bit too... I don't know how to say this correctly, but it might be a little bit too controversial, I guess. I mean, they're doing a lot of controversial things already. Let's not push the envelope too far, I guess was their logic. Now we need to get in this group of scholars, and one thing I wish they would have done differently is place the scholar group a little closer. I understand, you know, they've got to make it challenging, and it is quite a challenge, but there's challenging, and then there's freaking out of the middle of nowhere. So we just blend. I always love how they just don't notice you. I mean, I understand they're not thinking much about scholars, you know, they're not ones to attack, but really, I mean, look at this. So we're just gonna casually walk in. I often wonder what religion they are under, the scholars. What are they practicing? What are they learning? Just a little thing I was always wondered. So I'm gonna break the blend to get in here, get into the party. We can see this is quite the rich party. We can see they have exotic dancers, to put it nicely. Cough, sorry. So, let's see. Oh, okay. Not what I wanted.
Welcome, welcome. Thank you all for joining me this evening. Please eat, drink, enjoy all the pleasures I have to offer. Take your time, I will wait. I trust everything is to your satisfaction. Good, good. It pleases me to see you all so happy. For these are dark days, my friends, and we must enjoy this bounty while we still can. War threatens to consume us all. Saladin bravely fights for what he believes in, and you are always there to support him without question. It is your generosity that allows his campaign to continue. So, I propose a toast then. to you, my dear friends, who have brought us to where we are today. May you be given everything you deserve for it. Such kindness! I didn't think it in you. You, who have been so quick to judge me, and so cruel. Oh, do not feign ignorance. Do you take me for a fool? That I have not heard the words you whisper behind my back. Well, I have, and I fear I can never forget. But this is not why I called you here tonight, no. I wish to speak more of this war, and your part in it. You give up your coin quick as can be, knowing all too well it buys the deaths of thousands. You don't even know why we fight. The sanctity of the Holy Land, you'll say, or the evil inclination of our enemies. But these are lies you tell yourselves. No. All this suffering is born of fear and hate. It bothers you that they are different, just as it bothers you that I am different. Compassion, mercy, tolerance. These words mean nothing to any of you. Mean nothing to those infidel invaders who ravage our land in search of gold and glory. And so I say, enough! I've pledged myself to another cause. One that will bring about a new world in which all people might live side by side in peace. A pity none of you will live to see it. Kill anyone who tries to escape.
And as we learn, Abu Nakud is an evil bastard. Very evil. We saw him just poison his own party guest with that fountain. As we were told, we can hear his archers just firing away. The crowd's in utter chaos, really. So this is where we come in here. Going to have to get rid of some of these archers. Going to take care of these from afar, actually. Going to be smart the way I assassinate Abu. And Abu is done.
Be at peace now. Their words can no longer do harm.
Why have you done this?
You stole money from those you claim to lead, sent it away for some unknown purpose. I want to know where it's gone and why.
Look at me. My very nature is an affront to the people I ruled. And these noble robes did little more than to muffle their shouts of hate.
So this is about vengeance, then?
No, not vengeance, but my conscience. How could I finance a war in service to the same god that calls me an abomination?
If you do not serve Salah ad-Din's cause, then whose?
In time, you'll come to know them. I think perhaps you already do.
Then why hide? And why these dark deeds?
Is it so different from your own work? You take the lives of men and women, strong in the conviction that their deaths will improve the lots of those left behind. A minor evil for a greater good? We are the same.
No, we are nothing alike.
Ah, but I see it in your eyes. You doubt. You cannot stop us. We will have our new world.
As we heard from Abu, he can see it in Altair's eyes that he's not so positive about his motives. He doesn't know what he wants. He's not sure who to believe right now. He's going through a very difficult time, and the doors are locked, so I don't know what I was thinking here. I think maybe through the back? But Altair is starting to doubt what he's been told. I mean, you gotta think of it like this. Imagine everything was going fine in your life, and then one day, everything just kind of drastically changed. Now, I want to point out, that was actually, I did a lot better than I thought it was going to do on that assassination. I say that mostly because that assassination has given me in the past such a pain. Because just to get that pretty right without getting noticed or attention drawn to you can be quite the feat. So we're going to have to run back to the Rafik, but it gives us some time to reflect. Abu always felt that he was, sorry, I just want to make sure I'm going the right way. Abu always thought that he was an abomination. He thought, why would God make me look like this? Questioning his religious beliefs. As I mentioned, most of the Templars do not believe in God, so I don't know, just it's one of those things that makes you wonder, is he wrong for believing that? Tell me, what do you think? What do you think on the Templars' religious policies? What do you think of the Templar Order? What do you think of the Assassin Order? Who do you think at this point is more correct? Who do you think? Do you think they're both incorrect? Let me know below. Really curious on your thoughts and opinion on it. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Personally, I believe in the actual motto, nothing is true, everything is permitted. It can go both ways. It can go for the Order, and it can also go against them in some instances, at least in my opinion. But that's my take on it. Hidden in the rooftop garden. Finally able... Hold on, flag. Again, I'm pretty sure this didn't happen in the actual memory. I'm pretty sure Altair wasn't like, okay, going great, wait, flags. Running through. Can't access that memory, but that doesn't mean anything. Some scholars. Okay, we're close to the Bureau, but of course, in my luck, I always get detected really close by. So, let me just continue, but I actually decided at the end of this that this is going to be the episode where things start changing. These episodes are going to be a lot different, not too much, but I'm going to show a lot less of the in-between stuff that I've been keeping. Mostly because I think it will cut down on time, because these episodes where we eliminate some of the 9 are getting to the point where they're getting really long. And I know a lot of you have been wanting longer episodes, but at the same time, I feel like the content is getting repetitive, but that just might be the game's nature, mostly because there's not much to do. Now, I always use the short blade, and a lot of you have wondered, why do I use the short blade instead of the sword? And that's because the short blade, it's really good with crowd control. You really get that mobility you need, and you can get around more. Now, if I could just get all these guards eliminated, I can go in the Bureau. Come on. We also get the good use of Altair using the hammer grip. Just want to... Come on. Get rid of this few guards. And into the Bureau. Talk to the Rafik. Another thing about the Damascus Rafik, he's very sarcastic, if you haven't picked that up. Or oblivious. I'm not really sure which is the correct word here, but let us talk to him.
Word has reached me of your success, Altair.
Abu Nakud's reign of terror is at an end.
I'm glad to hear it.
He killed them. The men and women at his party. It was poison. A coward's tool. Blamed them for the war. Said he wished to end it.
Strange, but then again, the Merchant King was known to be a bit different. Perhaps this was simply a symptom of his madness.
Perhaps.
You sound unconvinced. Speak with Al-Mualim then. He may offer a better explanation.
Yes. We'll see what he has to say.
And we can leave, so let us go.
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
And with that, I'm going to call an episode here. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you learned something. I hope you had fun. More importantly, I hope you have a great day. If you can be so kind and please leave a rating and or comment. It really does help me out. But thank you all so much again. Bye.